Engaging students in learning means getting them involved. One way to do that is to increase your students' opportunities to participate while you teach your lessons. I'm Jenny, your classroom coach, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can add more participation into your lessons and still finish your lesson on time. Let me show you how. You already know it's important to use questions to engage your students. The questions you ask during your lesson are known as teacher-directed opportunities to respond. TDOTRs are basically short breaks in your lesson that prompt students to do some quick action or to answer quick questions, giving your students a chance to interact with the information you're teaching. It's a research-backed strategy that keeps students engaged and focused in lessons. The strategy raises student achievement and gives you essential feedback as you move through your lesson. It's a classroom management strategy because the lessons that incorporate TDOTRs have less distractions. Also, students like the lessons more when they include TDOTRs. TDOTRs are for every subject and for every level of learning. To increase student participation in lessons, most of the TDOTRs will be answered by the entire class rather than by individual students. Shifting the balance from individual participation to whole class participation will really energize your classroom and engage your students. Here are 5 ways you can use to get your whole class to respond to your TDOTRs at the same time. The first option for a whole class TDOTR is having all students answer chorally. After a prompt or question, give students a signal that lets them know when to respond, such as pointing to the class. The answer to a choral question should be a specific word or short phrase. Here are some more examples of what choral TDOTRs might look like. The second option for whole class TDOTRs are response cards. Response cards are pre-made cards that students hold up in a way to designate their answer. For instance, one side of the card may have an A, B, C, and D, while the other side of the card may have yes, no, true, and false. Teacher questions are designed to elicit one of the pre-made answers on the response cards. Create a routine that signals the students when to raise the response cards, similar to the choral response. Here are more examples of how you could create TDOTRs with response cards. Similar to response cards, teaching students signals to answer questions is another quick TDOTR option. Thumbs up for yes and thumbs down for no is pretty versatile, but you can incorporate other movement signals for students to answer questions. Here are a few examples. Using whiteboards for TDOTRs gives you a huge range of options for responses, and it's also my favorite way to do TDOTRs. The whiteboards at my school are heavy-duty sheet protectors that can be purchased from any office supply store or Amazon. Add a blank sheet of paper inside and have students write with a dry erase marker. The inside of the sheet protector can also be changed for different templates, such as a number line or a Venn diagram. Here are a few examples of whiteboard TDOTRs. The last TDOTR option is to use technology. Web tools like Nearpod, Pear Deck, and Kahoot let you build a variety of TDOTRs within lesson slides. A benefit of using web tools like these is that these programs have some really creative ways to incorporate TDOTRs that feel like gameplay. TDOTRs need to be pre-planned. Start planning your TDOTRs by looking at your curriculum guides. They typically have questions and prompts built into their lessons already. You'll have more success with your TD-OTRs if you visually display the question or prompt, such as in the slides that you project to a screen. As you plan TD-OTRs, maintain variety. Ask individual questions some of the time and use different whole group methods within the same lesson. You'll see recommendations for averaging 3 or more TD-OTRs per minute during a lesson. There isn't conclusive evidence of a particular number. What really matters is that you provide quality questions and prompts for students to use to process their learning. You might start by getting 1 TD-OTR every 3 minutes, or focus on increasing your TD-OTRs in one subject. Once you get going, though, you'll love how responsive your students are in every lesson, and soon you'll be a TD-OTR pro. When I first learned about TD-OTRs, I thought there was no way that I could put that many questions into my lesson and still finish on time. And at first, to be honest, it was tough. But I got the hang of it, and so did my students. Once they understood the routines, especially using the whiteboards, lessons really did go smoothly. I wasn't stopping to address student behavior. Students liked the lessons, and they stayed with me from beginning to end. To help you get started with TD-OTRs, I've linked in the description below a PDF of different ideas of TD-OTRs you can use in different subject areas. Check it out and leave a comment and let me know how TD-OTRs are going in your classroom. And if you're looking for more ideas on how to keep students on track during your lessons, check out this video, which I've also linked in the description below. And remember, like and subscribe for more videos that link research-backed strategies to your teaching.